President Donald Trump's push for weeks for a meeting between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. Now, he now says that a bilateral meeting is unexpected to happen. Well, this comes as a federal appeals court has ruled that most of the president's recently imposed tariffs are in fact unconstitutional. Willie James Inman has more.
Less than 2 weeks after meeting at the White House with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, and after repeated vows to push for a meeting between Zelenskyy and Russian President Vladimir Putin.
And they should meet, I think, before I have a meeting and probably close the deal.
President Trump now says a bilateral meeting between Putin and Zelenskyy is unlikely to occur. He made the remarks Friday during an interview with the Daily Caller. The president also said during the interview that a trilateral meeting will happen without specifying when. The president's comments come as the leaders of Germany and France met this week to discuss Ukraine. French President Emmanuel Macron said Russia's President Putin would be duping President Trump if he fails to commit by Monday to meet with Zelenskyy. Members of the Trump administration insist the president is doing all he can to end the war.
President Trump inherited President Biden's war, and he's working steadfastly to end the killing, and that's something that everyone in the world should celebrate.
In other global news, the Trump administration faced a setback on Friday after a federal appeals court ruled that most of President Trump's tariffs are illegal. According to the ruling, the law the president invoked when he handed down reciprocal tariffs does not explicitly give him the power to do so. The court's decision does not go into effect until mid-October, allowing time for an appeal. In a statement, Attorney General Pam Bondi called the decision wrong and said the DOJ would appeal the case to the Supreme Court. Willie James Inman, CBS News, the White House.